Hello guys, and welcome back to GFW in TEW 2014. So, we're going to jump straight into booking our TV show. We've got an incident to deal with Carl Anderson, but it's a good thing, because he's very popular backstage as he turned up bearing enough free alcohol to float a battleship. So that was nice of you, Carl. That was a good thing to do. You're a nice guy. Anyway, we're going to start booking our TV show. An interesting, real world note. Global Force Wrestling actually run their first ever TV show recently. Their first TV tapings, which went quite well. Apparently, it sounded like it'll actually be quite a good show, if and when it debuts. This is Drago's debut. Oh, I didn't realise that. I planned this so well. Luke will be happy because I'm going to push Tommy End because, my God, Tommy End is cool. Maybe not decisive because I like Drago too. I'm thinking about slightly changing about my roster, but maybe bringing some people in. I don't think I necessarily plan to get rid of people. I just want to, change up who we have a bit. Let's see, Sabin and Seidel, Chris Sabin. Where's Seidel? Oh, he's a upper mid Carter, and they're gonna go against the Bucks. It's just easier to do teams. So yeah, one of the things I want to discuss with you guys, and I want your opinions in the comments on the when I book the next pay-per-view, which will be not the next episode, but the episode after. So that'll be episode number. God, I don't know what number it'll be. I can't remember how long I've been doing this. It might be about 8 or 9, maybe, I think. I'm not sure. I should have checked. 7, I think this is 7, so that'd be 8 and 9, yeah. So about 9, probably. Will be the pay-per-view where our mystery challenger Z makes big, Z question mark makes his big debut. Now, so it isn't spoiled while I'm booking the show, I'm probably going to have to break from the usual format of these and actually book the pay-per-view off screen. So what I'll do is what I was planning on doing is a compromise between the two different, I don't want to make it just like JCP. I'll go through, I'll go to before I run the show, I won't just run the show straight away. I'll go through each segment and talk about why I'm doing it and what's the reasoning behind it. Let's see now. Alberto and Matt Hardy. Because, I really want this guy's debut to be a surprise. Because when he debuts, I predict there will probably be a lot of commenting on just how amazing it is. Because I'm really excited for what I can do when this guy debuts. I know I've hyped it up a lot, but I don't think you'll be disappointed. And that's saying something, because I know it's a bit of a trope of wrestling companies that hype stuff up and then it's inevitably a bit of a letdown, but I don't think there's any way you could be disappointed by what we're going to see from that decisive one. Yep. So now we can add some angles in. We want an hype promo. I've done a bunch of recording tonight, and it's remembering across databases what has what angles on it, because it doesn't have to get a bit confusing, Yeah, you can go unscripted, AJ. I'll book all the angles and I'll put them in the right places. We can have a hype promo building up the... In fact, did I add them into that storyline yet? Because I forgot to do it last time. No, I haven't. I'll do it now. Hernandez plays a major role. Add worker. Where's Homicide? Plays a major role, and he's aligned with Hernandez, funnily enough. We need to add Phoenix into this. Plays a major role. Samoa Joe and Matt Hardy is fine. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Alright then. And promo 2v2. We want Team 3D are going to cut a promo on LAX, who attacked them last week, if you can remember, after their match. So they're going to basically say they want to kick LAX's ass. Because, well, for the obvious reasons, you know. They'd like jump them from behind. Are basically trying to use Team 3D to make themselves popular. Now what I really want to do is I want to make a new call-out challenge accepted. I want to make an angle based on that. So clone angle. Open challenge accepted. One worker issue is well, should be an open challenge. To a match, the other one accepts. So this is the catalyst, entertainment, minor success, neutral, to either, can turn, none, subject, and this should be rated on overness instead. No effect on storyline. Yes, it should be kept in the database. Leads to pre-booking, no, because it's straight after default angle. Yes, 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 yes. Auto name is no. So full name 1. The fun times of booking angles in this game. I never usually like making them, but I'm just going to use it because I'm going to be using the storyline for a lot. Issues open challenge. No wait, not short name. Full name 2 accepts. Test. So let's try Drew Galloway and Phoenix. So that should be Drew Galloway issues open challenge. Phoenix accepts. That's okay. Action major none. All of that's okay. The time is okay. Commentary. In the ring. Full name 1. Issues an open challenge to anyone. Comes out, so that's full name 2 comes out and accepts the challenge. So let's test that. In the ring, Drew Galloway and Phoenix. Refresh. Drew Galloway issues an open challenge to anyone. Phoenix comes out and accepts the challenge. Yep. That's all okay. 1v1 open challenge accepted. So we want Drew and we want Phoenix. And that's 4 minutes. Now you can be unscripted, Drew. If I know, I was moving them at the end. And we want after his match. We can't. Does this have post-match attack? Post-match brawl to the back. No, I just want a 1v1 attack. After his match, Jeff Jarrett is going to come out and he's going to do the old El Kabong on Alberto El Patron. That works surprisingly well. That was a little rhyme. I hope you all enjoyed that. This is now poetry time with mildly amusing. I'll have to record this episode as a tribute to Dr. Zeus. Zeus, not Zeus. The character from No Holds Barred. I'm sorry, I've gone off on a terrible tangent and I've like completely lost track of what I was doing. Yes, so again we're building up this big tag team scene, bit of a anything goes kind of deal. It's like, oh, obviously I selected the wrong brawler twice. They both want to be unscripted, okay. Yeah, so like the tag titles are in a bit of a free-for-all state. I just realised, did I hire someone? I didn't hire Sanada. I might hire Sanada. In fact, he's not a free agent at this point, I think he's actually still with TNA from the starting save. We'll give Drew a promo as well, just like a little self-hype promo. Just because I like Drew. Drew's actually one of my favourite wrestlers. I know, like, a lot of people probably think it's just because he's Scottish, but Drew is actually amazing outside of him being Scottish too. Call out challenge accepted. Alberto is going to challenge Jeff Jarrett to a match. He wants to work without a script, okay. And then, as our final little thing, we'll do a hype video. Or is that under video? Yeah, video overness times 2. And we'll do a little video hyping up AJ and Rey Mysterio Jr. Our next pay-per-view. So let's put these into place. Drew's open challenge goes before Drew's match. I'll have Drew cut a promo. I'll have Drew cut a promo here. We'll have the AJ Styles Rey Mysterio hype video here. And the AJ Styles promo on Rey there. Alberto's challenge can open the show. Jarrett attacks Alberto after his match. The Addiction cut a promo on Team 3D can go after the open challenge. Team 3D's promo can go here. And then that's the main event. So that's everything where it should be. Here you go, 13 segments in our 90-minute long show. Let's run this bad boy. And we're in, what region are we in? The southeast, which is where we're based. Right, let's run. In the ring, Alberto Patron calls out Jeff Jarrett and challenges him to a match. Jeff Jarrett responds and accepts the challenge. He did not do well without a script to follow. Damn it, Alberto. Next, do we want to continue without creating one? We'll continue without one right now, and I'll add one later on. In an awful match that was completely devoid of heat, Tommy End defeated Drago in 7:56 by pinfall, and I got 21. Damn, that's not a good match at all. I suppose they were both debuting. I really should have picked someone other than Drago to work with Tommy End, but I think that would be quite a good match to watch. Team 3D cut a promo on LAX, like I said. They're just basically saying, you attacked us last week, we want to have a go at you. Drew cuts a little self-hype promo, just hyping up how he's been pretty successful in his reign as US champion, how he's held on to the belt despite all these challenges from across the world. Love Gun defeat the Young Bucks, and about that had solid in reaction, but not much in the way of heat. Love Gun, yeah, can't speak properly. Love Gun defeated the Young Bucks in 7:36 when Chris Sabin defeated Matt Jackson by pinfall with Cradle Shock. This is just to build up Love Gun a bit. I want to like really build up our tag division quite a lot, because that's one of the areas that WWE doesn't really focus on, so we can focus on it and have a much better tag division. I really think I'd better for Phoenix, I think. In the ring, Drew Galloway shows an open challenge to anyone. Phoenix comes out and accepts the challenge. I got a 38. He was masterful at improvising, so that's good. About that, solid in action, but not much of the way. Drew Galloway defeated Phoenix in 7:39 by pinfall with an ego trip. He makes defense number 4 of his United States heavyweight title. So he's really racking up those defenses now, Drew, especially with him defending every week. It's really, you know, boosting his numbers. Daniels and Kazarian, they improvised well, cutting a promo on Team 3D, basically saying, you know, you guys may be focusing on LAX, but they're not the only team here. We want the tag titles. Everyone's battling to be the supreme tag team. Yeah, see why I called it that. awfully clever sometimes. AJ Styles cuts a promo on Rey Mysterio. Oh, he struggled off script, that's a shame. He still struggled, but got a 69 and a C+, which is very good. Basically, AJ's going to say, I'm going to prove once and for all I'm better than Rey. Can't challenge me anymore. I'm better than him. I'm AJ Styles. I'm super cool. And about that, had good crowd and good action. Alberto El Patron defeats Matt Hardy in 12-13 by pinfall, and I got 64. Basically, just to give Alberto more momentum. Matt Hardy's basically here to help us build up our people above him. Like, he's basically here to help enhance our future guys. After the match, Jeff Jarrett comes out and he attacks Alberto El Patron. He does the old El Kabong with the guitar. Alberto is left lying in shattered guitar pieces as Jarrett poses like a big jerk. This is just building up a Jarrett Patron blow-off final match between the two. A video airs hyping AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio Jr. just again to build up towards their potentially final match. You know, like a lot of these storylines that we've been running from the beginning, they're all going to sort of culminate at our next pay-per-view. Especially because I know it's a bit of a cliche to say. Oh, that's the thing, I forgot to mention that. But that Alberto Jeff Jarrett match, in fact, no, wait. Actually, I can do an angle with that next week. I'm not going to say what match it is then. It's got a stip. That's all you need to do. Yeah, so this, where was I? Yeah, a lot of our storylines have been going on since like the first pay-per-view. After this debut is such a large debut, such a big debut, that a lot of our storylines will probably be completely altered. You know, I'll probably plan like about a month or so, or a couple of months or so ahead with what I want to do when this guy debuts. I'm so hyped for this. In a match that had some good action and average heat, AJ Styles defeated Brother Ray in their main event and got 66. He won by pinfall. He was really off his game tonight, Brother Ray. Anyone improved? AJ's improved his rumble skills. 65, so no specific comments, so we've not lost or gained any popularity, but that's still good. You know, we're establishing ourselves slowly but surely. Well, let us down. Tommy End and Drago definitely did. The Galloway Open Challenge with Phoenix, probably because it was Phoenix rather than Drew. Because Drew's self-promotion, while not amazing, got a pretty decent rating. But our main event segments are definitely doing well. So anyway, this will be the end of this episode. When we come back, we'll be on our Go Home episode of Shockwave before our next big pay-per-view. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so if you enjoyed this episode, and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, check out the description, and you'll get a link to the playlist of all the episodes of Global Force Wrestling. All of them in one big long playlist. If you just want to listen to me ramble for hours on end. Get away, Mr. Moth. Sorry, I've got like a moth ruining my very professional ending. What else was I going to say? Yeah, if you do have an opinion on how I should run that pay-per-view, like I said, if you want me to, I personally think it's probably better if I just book it all, add it in, and then explain, you know, already have it all booked and ready to run, explain what I'm doing with each bit, and then just run the show. Because I really don't want to spoil who that debut is till he shows up, because you won't believe it. Like, not even, like, it's mind-blowing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.